Good morning, Warren Peacock here. Today's matrix shows the Canadian dollar losing 5 points overall. So getting hammered a little bit yesterday on the hourly chart. It lost 4 points over yesterday. We can see that the euro bounced after a huge gap down at the open on Sunday night, and it has gained 4 points on the hourly chart, and then 1 point on the 4 hourly chart. Now, that was Swiss bank intervention, so the SNB got involved and started supporting the euro. There was huge buying. I don't think that'll continue for a long period of time. We'll just have to see, trade carefully, and don't take too many large positions against the euro. We've got the pound at 14 points, and we've got the US dollar at 14 points, a dollar down 2 points over yesterday. The overall score leaves the pound and the US dollar as the two stronger currencies, while the CAD is the weakest. The pound is the strongest on the daily, and we've got the yen as the weakest on the daily still. We have pound euro on the hourly, so pound is strongest, euro is weakest on the 4 hourly. And then on the hourly charts, we've got Japanese yen as strongest, and we've got the Canadian dollar as weakest. That CAD looks to be under some serious pressure, but the US dollar CAD pair hasn't really moved much. We'll have a look now, and we can see that the yen against the CAD has moved quite well. We're going to have a look at these charts, and we're going to start with the pound CAD. We can see that trend strongly in place. It's sitting at a double top in the resistance zone where it spent quite a bit of time. We can see there's quite a few days stuck in there. The whole of last week basically was trying to push against this zone. It hasn't broken through yet. The trend remains strong. I would be looking for a long on a break above 1956, and we'll just see whether that occurs. If we go down to the 4 hourly chart, we can see not much going on here. It's just pushing against resistance. The hourly chart shows that consolidation quite clearly. It's not sitting nicely in the zone. It would have been great if it was, but a little bit of a bit of a messy chart at the moment on the hourly. But I think that daily is pretty clear, and a break above 1956 should see it go higher. If it does fail here, and we might get a short, but I'd rather be looking for longs on the pound CAD for now. The dollar CAD, as mentioned, hasn't really done as much as some of the other CAD pairs. The dollar obviously involved with this whole Eurozone problem and a few other things. The interest rate idea, nobody's really sure what America's going to do about interest rates. So the dollar CAD is still sitting in it looks like a little consolidation at the moment, but the trend is up, and I do expect it to go higher. I'm just not jumping in until some clarity comes back into the market. The pound yen has been a pretty decent pair to trade. And of course, when there's uncertainty, the Japanese yen strengthens, and that's exactly what we've seen on this chart. Pound yen still strongly trending upwards. Had the gap down at yesterday's open, and today a little bit of a red candle going on there, so some pound yen selling, and that will be based on yen strength. We'll just see whether that continues or not. If it is a risk-off scenario, I think the yen is going to strengthen as the carry trades are unwound. But again, I'm not jumping into any trades. I'm just going to wait and see, and wait for some clarity here. The euro to the pound on the 4 hourly chart, this is downtrending, and we can see, if we just zoom out a little bit, quite a difficult pair to trade. It was a nice strong downtrend. Since then, it's in consolidation. Yesterday, gap down, broke below support, returned higher, back at the 89 moving average. I'm not too sure what's going to happen here. On the hourly chart, we can see that trend. These trends are reasonably good, uh, and because the trends are down, I'd be looking to short the euro pound. But still, euro is still risky, so keeping the trade small. On the daily chart, downtrend very clear. Euro losing against the pound, and that's most likely to continue. And then the Canadian dollar to the Japanese yen. Uh, Again, CAD is getting hammered, yen is strengthening, so this pair certainly looks good on the small time frames. But my problem really is the volatility. On the 4 hourly chart, that trend looks good, but if you zoom out a little bit, we can see that there's some really good 4 hourly trends. But on the daily charts, there's no real sustainability, so this would be a shorter term trading pair. I wouldn't be looking to hold this for a couple of months, maybe a few days at a time, and then wait for the next trade. Thank you very much. Chat again tomorrow.